Hey guys, this is a clay tropical bird project. So we're going to be creating these crazy toucans using Model Magic. With your Model Magic, the first thing you're going to do is take about half of your piece and make it into a curved shape that kind of looks like a banana. You want it to be curved and pretty thick in the middle. This is going to be the body of your toucan. So you can roll it between your hands if you need to and create that shape, that banana curved shape to start out on your toucan. Alright, so we're going to lay that to the side, and next we're going to use our other piece of clay and take some small pieces. I'm going to roll 2 balls between my hands, 2 little spheres about the size of a pea between my hands, and then 2 even smaller little spheres. These are going to be the eyes of our toucan. We're going to layer the eyes. So first I'm going to take the first one and smash it down onto my the body, and then I'm going to take my second one and smash that one down onto the body. Now take the smaller little sphere and you're going to press it onto the first one, and this is going to be the second part of the eye. And we're going to do the same thing on the other eye on the other side. So now I have the 2 layers of the eye on each side. Now I'm going to create my beak. Now this is a little more complicated. I'm going to create kind of a triangle shape, and then I'm going to basically just use my fingers to keep forming it. I'm going to use a popsicle stick to create the line of the beak where the top meets the bottom. Remember, the beak is curved and it is rather large in comparison to the body. So I'm going to just tap it on the table to give it a flat back so that I can kind of press it on to the front of my toucan body. Now I have 2 other small pieces of clay, and I am just going to flatten those and curve them into a wing shape. I'm going to put one on one side and then curve that second piece into a wing shape between my fingers, and then attach that on the other side. Just make sure that the clay is nice and pressed down so that it will stay holding together. My final step is to take a piece of clay and I'm going to roll out a coil. That's a fancy name for a long skinny clay worm or snake or whatever you'd like to call it. I'm going to wrap that around the beak. This will help to hold the beak on, and it also is a good detail to add to your toucan to make him look a little more realistic, even though he's pretty whimsical. I'm going to grab my pencil and I'm going to add the center of the eye using the point of my pencil, just going to press that in. I'm going to add a hole on the very top of the head and a hole on the very end of the tail. That will be for adding feathers later. Now I need to add the popsicle sticks, which are going to be the legs. So I'm going to press this popsicle stick, both of them, into the middle of the body of my bird. Very carefully, not to flatten it. I just want to make that indentation so that I can put those popsicle sticks back in it in just a moment when I need to make the feet. I'm going to lay my bird to the side for just a moment. I'm going to take another ball of clay. Now this one needs to be at least half the size of my toucan, and I'm just going to make kind of like a rock shape. I want it to be flat on the bottom to support and to help my toucan to stand up. So I'm basically flattening it out on the bottom and keeping it rounded on the top. Now this is going to be where my popsicle sticks go, and also where we will put the feet. So my toucan will stand up on his long skinny legs. Okay, so now that I have my base created, I'm going to add some toucan toes on my rock. So I'm just going to use a piece of clay and I'm going to press this clay down, and then you can use your pencil to create the lines for each of the toes. Just put some simple lines on it to make them look like feet right next to the bottom of each of your popsicle sticks. now that I have all the pieces together, I can put it together so that it will dry, and next time we can add the paint. You can go ahead and put a dot of glue right in the crease on the bottom of your bird so that you can glue your bird body onto the popsicle sticks. And now that our toucan has had a chance to dry, it is time to paint. We're going to use some bright tropical fluorescent colors to add some color to our beautiful toucan. Once you're done adding all the bright, beautiful, bold colors to your toucan, add the black for the body and use the paint to cover this area completely. When you finish painting your toucan, don't forget to paint the popsicle sticks also, and the bottom where the feet and the grass or leaves or rocks are. Our final step after our toucans have dried completely is to add a few fun embellishments. I'm going to use some pipe cleaner and beads to add just some feathers and some decoration both on the head and the tail. That is where you left two little indentions with your pencil. So I will take this pipe cleaner, add a few beads, and then I will just kind of wiggle it into that top hole, and then I'm going to use a little bit of glue, put a dot, and add some feathers as some tail feathers. I can't wait to see the tropical birds that you create.